Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely 2nd End Layer. Let's put a stop to Kaiser, Oblivion, and the Skyhold. Okay, so I need to rearrange my setup a bit here. For now, yeah, why don't we just leave the current setup alone? And then, let's see, I'll mostly use the same boss setup since I do have items to steal coming up here. But I think I can... Yeah, we can just leave that alone. Let's see. Okay, you guys are all good. But I do need to change my weapons around a little bit here. Yeah, I got the new cross axes, so why don't we get those going? Yeah, the Death Axe, despite being newer, it's not as powerful as Kokusenpū, I guess, to balance out the instant death effect, but I don't even care about that. And then, yeah, I'm going to leave Magnolia on the Gauntlets, just so that we don't get her agility too high, and maybe act before Tiz or Edea do. But otherwise, let's see, yeah, we'll keep Tiz on the Bloody Shield. I think we're good. Although, yeah, we should probably rest up before going on up there. But, well, yeah, going past the no turning back point again. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. We've been everywhere in the world by now. Twice. Well, except, like, anything related to the Sagitta. But alright, Kaiser Oblivion, prepare to meet your maker. Oh, there's no one here. Well, what's going on?
No one's here?
Huh.
Curses! Where did it go now?
Not here, apparently.
If you're looking for His Majesty, afraid you just missed him.
What the? Well, I suppose we should figure that you guys were here.
We secured his escape route before returning here. To wait for you.
Oh, okay. Where's he gonna escape to, though?
It's weird, but I remember it all. Fighting you in that other world.
So, you know it's going to be pointless to do so again, right?
In the end, you understood me. You're a true friend, you.
Oh, thanks?
And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy to see you again.
Well, I would imagine you're happy to see anything again.
Still, you get it, don't you?
No, not really.
We can't let you go on.
Because we got boss time! Or at least the music playing on the speakers.
Worlds and timelines may change, but our minds will not. We shall not waver from our chosen path.
Very well, then.
I knew you'd say that. You'll never back down. And neither will I. Come, my friends.
Ready when you are.
Show us the strength of your will.
For boss time! Against Janne and Nikolai. Okay, so let's see. With you, yeah, let's get the rain spellcraft going there for Magnolia. And then with Edea, since we've got multiple targets, we'll go with Rockstorm on both of them. We don't need to examine them since we've already fought them before. Now, the only thing is that Nikolai can potentially default. So, I want to take out Janne as quickly as possible. Let's get a good mug on each of them, and then, yeah, finish that off with a good Godspeed strike. That ought to be good. Okay, yeah, we're gonna... I mean, we'll still have enough damage, but it'll take slightly longer. But, alright, we got the new weapons out of them. You can't hit for max damage on Nikolai that way. Yeah, look at that damage.
What are you mooning about? We're fighting a battle here, or haven't you noticed?
I was just thinking. It's been a long time since the three of us were together.
Yeah.
You remember, don't you? When we were still the three Cavaliers? The day we swore to save Agnes? Together.
You're
We
going
did?
soft again, you. You should be thinking about your future, not the past.
Oh, right.
Now isn't the time to wallow in sentiment.
Why not?
I haven't forgotten who my enemies are. But I'm not just gonna throw my memories away. Tell me, back then, had you already decided to betray me?
Yep.
It doesn't matter. The friendship I felt was real. Even now, I always believed in our friendship. The three Cavaliers, all for one. Even though you betrayed me, I can't forget that. Even if I wanted to.
Oh, maybe.
After all that's happened, still, you seek to bring us back to your side. But I fear such efforts will prove fruitless, Master Yu. Surely, even you can see. We have chosen different paths, and we have all come too far to turn back now.
You're about
Maybe
to.
so, but I'm gonna keep trying.
One way or the
I'll
other.
find a way to bring us back together. No matter how far apart we may be, we can still resolve our differences.
You never change, do ya? Even when reality is staring you in the face, you just keep on dreaming.
Well, you are too.
It has started.
What has started? I don't know. But I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, that default really puts a damper on the damage. I guess we're just gonna need to... Oh, or maybe not. I was gonna say wait for you to help finish him off. No HP refills for you! Ha ha. Well, we don't really need the JP, or the experience, or the items. Money's always good, though. You can never have enough of that.
Is that it for us?
Yep, you're all gonna die. All two of you.
I knew he had grown strong, but...
Well, we're in New Game Plus now. You don't stand a chance.
Well, what are you waiting for, you? Finish the deed.
Well, I did that the first time around. That didn't work out too well.
How many times have I told you? I don't want your mercy.
I don't care what you want.
Don't you get it, you? Only death can stop us.
Or, prison bars.
Aye. As long as we draw breath, we will not give up the cause.
Well, maybe we could use like an anti-magic field or something.
I shall say it once more, for good measure.
But I'm not using good measure anymore.
We shall not yield. Now close the curtain on this act with your own hand.
No, I won't do it.
Well, then they're gonna try and murder you again.
What?
You heard me. I'm not gonna kill you.
Ah!
You're just gonna have to live without your revenge forever.
What do you hope to achieve, Master Yu?
Not murdering you?
We fought to rewrite history, to reshape this world.
That doesn't exactly sound like the best plan.
Sparing us now will not make us abandon our dream.
Of murder and violence?
I know, but don't you see? You can still change the world without destroying the past. Starting here and now, with your own hands.
By not murdering me.
Think of all the things you could do to make this world a better place.
Yeah, by not killing people.
But what about my revenge?
You don't get one.
Jan, the revenge you seek is against those who killed your parents, yes?
But those guys are kind of dead now.
Darn right. I'm not fighting for some vague, lofty goal.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
The pain of seeing my parents slaughtered like animals. Years living in hunger and humiliation. On my knees, groveling in the dirt.
Well, you're doing a lot better nowadays.
All the suffering and pain. That's what I fought to change. That's why I joined the Kaiser.
But don't you get it, Jan? Nothing will ever change that way.
What do you mean?
Yeah, why not? Revenge is a great lesson for the kids.
Say you have your revenge. The sons and daughters of the Fallen will grow up to suffer just like you. And when they're old enough, they'll want their own revenge, and the cycle will go on.
That's the general idea, yes.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Suffer.
We join forces and reform the Crystal Guard.
Suffer well.
We rebuild it into what it was meant to be. A shield for the faithful, for all who need our protection.
And what about the people who don't believe what you believe?
A noble ideal, Master Yu. But you will not get far on ideals alone.
I made it to New Game Plus that way.
I know what I'm up against. Right now, it's just words, and the actual doing is gonna be hard.
How hard could it possibly be?
The high houses are gonna raise a real stink.
What other high houses? I'm the richest one of them all.
Yes, my own family first among them. Hence the second part of my plan.
Oh, what's that?
House Geneolgia will relinquish full control of the Crystal Guard to the Orthodoxy itself.
That doesn't exactly sound like the best plan. Remember what they did the last time around when they were in charge?
Are you mad?
Apparently.
You can't just...
Why not?
Pope Agnes.
I have heard everything. You, Geneolgia, your bold, courageous offer is not lost on me.
But I'm going to be keeping the money and the riches, right?
You should know that the Camlands and the other high houses have put forth similar propositions.
Oh, okay.
In my capacity as Pope, I humbly accept them.
Oh, good, good.
In order to allay fears that too much power will be concentrated in the hands of the Orthodoxy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The Duchy of Eternia shall also assume authority in conducting these reforms.
As will the forces of Eisenberg. So too shall it be for Ansheim and Alcampus.
But they don't have any forces or an army.
My people shall join the effort as well.
Well, I suppose your entire village is part of the military, essentially.
Now you see, you. Everyone in this world is willing to work together for change.
So, what about Florum?
My friends.
I mean, they're not exactly part of Sagitta.
But Master Yu, that alone will not.
Well, not
Even
what?
if we succeed in dividing the power, someone will come along to wrest it back again.
Yeah, I would think that would just create a power vacuum.
Sadly, yes. In a system so rotten, a change in leadership will only go so far.
Well, then what?
Power seekers down the ladder will still deceive and betray.
Sir Nikolai, for all these years, you've seen the Crystal Guard at its worst.
I don't think that was its worst, but it was pretty bad.
Which is why you must share all you've learned with everyone.
Talk, but that won't...
Well, it's working now.
Change anything? You think words won't make a difference. But that's where you're wrong. On the contrary, it's the only way to bring about true change.
Yeah, I mean, we tried without words in the first game, and look where that ended up.
First, we have to change our own attitudes, and then we must talk, to friend and foe alike.
About what?
One step at a time, until the day comes when we all stand on common ground.
Master Yu... A boy becomes a man before my eyes. It nigh brings a tear.
I like the crying animation there.
This is my answer, Jan. This is the cause I'm willing to die for. No matter how many years it takes, no matter who stands in my way, I will see it done.
Or I'll shove a lightning bolt up their ass.
I swear, on the honor of the 3 Cavaliers! What say you, Jan? Will you join me?
No.
You win, you.
Or,
I'll
yes.
try doing things your way.
You have saved us, Master Yu. Perhaps you can save him as well.
What do you mean?
I will share with you His Majesty's whereabouts. Pray help him to see the light.
Oh, good, good.
Brother? Where is he?
Yeah, I mean, where could he go?
In the tunnels deep below Gauntlets, in the mausoleum of House Geneolgia.
Oh, well, where? How do we exactly get there?
Huh?
Dig a hole?
Let's go, you.
Well, I guess. Thanks. But let's see what we got going on at the moon base now. Well, an Arctic wind. I might end up using that at some point. Quite a few enemies that are weak to water that like to default. What else do we got going on here? Yeah, pretty much. Except the house. I gotta keep the house. Or the mansion. Well, what else are we gonna do? I guess so. Oh. Well, good. That's the idea. Yeah, I mean, we murdered all the bad people. Or almost all of them. Well, I would think, most of the other Cavaliers would not be so forgiving after being stabbed in the back, both literally and figuratively. Well, except the money. We get to keep the money. Oh. Right. Oh, yeah, I suppose you would be in charge there. Well, you've played this JRPG before, Tiz, haven't you? Well, I would think you are the duchy. What about the tent? Yeah. Well, I mean, where do you think he got it from? Or at least what he bought it with? Ha ha. I like the smile. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I suppose. Get on with it! But alright, so we got a couple new weapons that I probably won't use, or not very much. Let's see, I guess you revive people? Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I never really use that. I might actually put the rune blades to use, though, just because they're actually stronger than Kalikamard's. They also have a magic attack stat on them, oddly enough. I thought about maybe like a setup or something that could actually use that, as well as using the physical attack. Like maybe something with Catmancy, since you got both physical and magical skills. But they just don't really compare to rods or axes. So as far as that goes, I wouldn't use them for that. But maybe I could... I would pretty much just use them for the raw attack power against demons. But, okay, so. Done with our business there. Let's see, I do want to make some changes to my setup before moving onward from here. But, yeah, let's get, yeah, why don't we save the boss setup. There, and then let's see. Okay, so we got the old random battle setup, but I will make some changes to that. Let's see. With you, I want him to have triple wield or a rod of fire, because a lot of enemies are going to be weak to that coming up. Let's see. With Edea, there is an enemy that is strong against earth elemental damage, so I'm actually going to switch her to shamanism here. I don't want to use, let's see, yeah, Crescent Moon there, because there are the larger groups of enemies oftentimes have at least one high defense enemy there, so Crescent Moon isn't as extraordinary there. Not to mention we get access to Condor and Harpoon as well. Okay, but we don't need we don't need Knuckleore anymore. I want to replace that with Whisker Sense, since I don't have anything better for her to do. Then let's see, with Magnolia, I think I pretty much leave her alone. Stardust is going to be really useful coming up. And then, let's see, for Tiz, let's go with, let's see, no, not Waste Not. Where are you? Yeah, I want to get physical attack setup going for him, because I'm going to want him to be stealing some items coming up here. And then, okay, yeah, let's get you precog, so at least someone has it. And I'm going to give him learning for now, because we've got a new and very important Catmancy to learn. Or, well, Cat Mastery, I suppose. And if it's not the best one, it's one of the best in the whole game. And then, okay, so we got all that. Then for equipment, yeah, let's get on to the fire rods there. But otherwise, everything else there is good. With Edea, let's go with the Flare Hatchet. And then I'm going to equip the weakest axe in the left-hand slot. Maybe I'll show you why in a bit. But otherwise, yeah, I'll put everything else there. I don't really care about Rods of Fire for Magnolia. But I am going to give her a Bloody Shield instead of Tiz, since, well, let's see what we got going here, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, keep her on the Venture Badge. We're good. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give Tiz the Artemis's Bow, since it's strong against both undead and beast-type enemies. And then I'm going to give him some Falcon Knives to boost his speed a little bit, which, in addition to the attack power, will also increase his hit count a bit too. Okay, and then, let's see, I want you on the Thief's Gloves. Otherwise, I think we're good. Let's rest up then. I mean, since we can't rest up at home, for some reason. Would be nice if I could have rested up there for free, but I don't know, they won't let us. But, okay, so now, well, we're right next door to Gathaladio, but I might as well just, yeah, autopilot there. And we're good. Okay, so, yeah, why don't we restock on some battle items here, although I probably didn't use very much. Not battle items, but the Catmancy ingredients there. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't really use very much catnip, but we did use a lot of Rockstorm there. Okay, so we got that. Yeah, why don't we save before moving on ahead? And see what's going on. So how do we get to that mausoleum anyway? Maybe Alfred knows about that? Maybe it's in the basement somewhere. Oh, yeah, I already did. But thanks anyway. Let's see. No, Alfred isn't here. Huh. Okay, I guess we gotta... Well, yeah, let's see what we got going on here with the marker there. Oh, yeah, there was this place we couldn't get inside before. But now we can.
Please, Master Yu, slow down.
Oh, you're here after all.
Yes, I have a spare key to the mausoleum, but why ever would you...
Why not?
You! How dare you come back here after what you did to Master Yu?
By allowing him to murder you.
It's okay, Alfred. we've already sorted it out. What I need from you is the key.
Yeah, just forget about all the murders.
Is that so? Are you certain you can trust them?
No, that's why I took their weapons.
Whoa, you don't have to glare at us like that, old-timer.
Well, I suppose Nikolai still has his staff there.
Master Yu, the crypts are already open.
Oh. Well, okay.
Huh? So the Kaiser is already inside?
Well, how did he get in there without anyone noticing him?
The door to the crypt is open, you say? But that cannot be.
Well, it is.
Aside from my spare, the only other key was carried off by Master Denny 7 years ago.
Well, yeah, that's him.
At the time, he told me he wanted to lay flowers on the grave of his mother. We never saw him again.
Why would he even be going down there anyway?
Listen to me, Alfred. About Denny.
Doesn't he already know?
You still think of your brother, Master Yu.
Quite often, actually. As a matter of fact...
We've tried murdering each other on multiple occasions.
Preposterous!
You keep using that word.
The dread Kaiser Oblivion is none other than our own Master Denny?
Didn't you already know that?
Say it is not so.
Well, it is.
Master Denny devoted himself fully to house and church from a young age. That he could commit such atrocities.
Well, he did.
It simply boggles the mind.
Well, that's my boggle.
All right, you. It's time you dealt with your brother.
Yes. But where will the two of you go?
Not past go.
We shall turn ourselves in to the Crystal Guard.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're gonna work for them again, huh?
You don't have to...
A crime is a crime. How can we hope to reform others if we cannot admit our own trespasses?
I think you did a little more than trespassing.
I suppose you're right. Just make sure you speak with Popanias. And all of the others with her.
You mean those old knights? What would you have us say to them?
Sorry?
Well, yes, them too, but I was thinking of other people. People closer to you.
Who do they have closer to them?
I think they'll be very interested in what you have to say.
Huh?
Trust me, you'll see what I mean soon enough. Now, I have to go stop my brother.
Watch my back!
Be safe out there, you.
I will, my friend.
So you gonna change that hair color dye or what? Oh, I was wondering where this area came from in the demo. Nice effect they got going on here. I like all the reflections and all that. How we're getting light down here, I don't know. But, alright, so let's take a look around. Okay, so from here, I think, yeah, this path leads to the, well, the first treasure that I'll never use. Gotta find a way around to get to that chest, though. Do I have... No, the encounter rate is on. Alright, got some new enemies here. Vorpal bunnies that are not really remarkable. I mean, I guess they got an instant death effect, but they're not going to live long enough to use it. But, okay, so let's examine them. They are beast-type enemies, weak to earth. But otherwise, yeah, nothing that I really care about with them. Get a good sidewinder on them. That should be enough to take them down. Yeah, these guys don't even have more than 10,000 HP, so yeah, they're pretty easy to kill. Yeah, most of the enemies down here are new, like this guy, Crimson Knight, and they are undead, weak to light. So let me see, I could use Stardust on them, or I could just use some Phoenix Downs on them. That would probably be a better way to go. Okay, so why don't we have... I'm thinking if I want to have you or Magnolia take the guy down. Probably you. Yeah, we'll have you do it. Okay, so let's get one more BP for Edea for now. Then examine the guy. And what else? Oh, right. I want to use Phoenix Downs to kill the guy. So hopefully one of the two should make it through. And that'll be good. Yeah, these guys got a lot of physical defense, which is partially, yeah, what I was saying, why I don't use Crescent Moon here, because that guy is often present in the larger enemy formations there, so I wouldn't want to use Crescent Moon. But, okay, so with these guys, yeah, we can take them out pretty quickly there. Okay, let's get a couple Vigor Tonics over to Edea. I'm just thinking if that's what I really want to do. No, actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Why don't we just go with a few Stardusts, although 2 will probably be enough to get the job done. Easy enough. And this way, since I have 2 party members at -2 BP, I should probably be okay to fighting another battle after this one. Okay, so for these 2 guys, let's see, this is why I've got the Artemis's bow equipped on Tiz to exploit their creature type, and 2 of those should probably be enough. Usually I like to save Tiz as long as possible, because there's some items that I can steal from an enemy down here. These are not them, though, so we'll have to find them later. Yeah, so they got instant death available. Well, we're a lot, well, some of us are alive at least. Okay, so let me see what we can do. Let's revive those 2, and then a couple Stardust ought to be able to get the job done. Go with that. I would like to use White Wind, but I know I'm going to need 2 Stardust to kill these guys. So I'll just heal up off screen. No new Catmancy though, so we'll have to wait a while. But I do want to heal up after that. Holy cow! Oh yeah, it's just a cute little bunny rabbit. But yeah, if I'm waiting around doing nothing, well then I guess they do get their thing going. But okay, so let's see what we can do, or what we can find around here. Good enough there. But yeah, this dungeon is, well, at least it starts out pretty straightforward. Later on, not so much. Okay, let's go down here first, then go up. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. Hey, a brave attack. Okay, why don't we put that to use here? Let's go Phoenix down on the Crimson Knight there. We'll have everyone use one and see how that goes. And then, let's see, I could use a Mimic with Tiz, but I think I'll just go straight up like that. Oh, well that was easy. Yeah, you basically got a 70% chance of that working or not. Okay, so with these guys, let's see. Yeah, we'll just go with a good Sidewinder. 1 should be enough to get the job done. Maybe I'll pass a BP over to Edea eventually. And here we've got a new enemy. Let's see, White Queen. Let's see, that one has an instant death attack and the Catmancy spell that I want. Or, well, not really a spell, but the ability that I want to get out of her. But I might want to wait another couple battles to doing that since I got so much BP left over. So, let's see. Why don't we... Yeah, I'll have Magnolia take these guys down. Although, no, I actually would want Tiz to take them down. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so they both probably have over 10,000 HP, so I would need a little help. How about we have Magnolia go with a good Stardust on them, and then Tiz can take them down. Okay, so we go... Yeah, examine the White Queen, and then get a couple mugs going here. I'm just thinking about spreading out the mugs a bit. Yeah, why don't we just go with mug and then a couple mimics there. That ought to be good enough. But, yeah, they're both... Ah, there we go. Yeah, she's got the heart ring. And just a little more to top it off there. Nicely done. Okay, so we don't have Edea ready to go this time around, so how about we do this? Let's go one more for Edea there. Actually, you know what? How about we just go with Soil on these guys? Probably two of them will be enough, but we'll see. Oh, by the way, Anubis is strong against Earth Elemental damage, which is why I'm not using a Rock Storm here. Okay, so with these two, hey, we got a Brave Attack. Let's see. Yeah, that ought to be good enough. Surely we'll find another White Queen eventually. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this time, yeah, I think I'm going to wait around for, for the White Queen to use the Catmancy that I want. I'm just thinking if there's a way I could do, like, a single targeting ability on the Anubis there. I suppose I could use, like, oh, well, we got the Phoenix Downs. Yeah, actually, that's what I should do. Okay, so how about we do this? We'll just go like that, and since I'm using them single targeting, they will not auto-target to the White Queen there. And then we should be good. Okay, so yeah, the rest of you's turn just stops right there. Let's see, so to stay alive, how about we just keep using, like, White Wind there? Would be nice if they use an ability that I would want them to, but we can just go this way too. Okay, there it is. Death Spiral! One of the most, if not the most powerful Catmancy in the game. 4 hits. It's basically the same thing as Falcon Claw or Multiburst there. I mean, there's a difference, but... Well, let's see what the difference is. Where are you? Oh, right. It's a Cat Mastery ability. Okay, so this one, yeah, it's a bit weaker than Falcon Claw, but you don't need to mimic it. It doesn't cost BP like the other ones do, so it's really useful for Edea there. And it has a chance of instant death, but I don't really care about that part. Okay, so to deal with the White Queen then, let's see what we got. Edea... Yeah, we got some abilities that well, I don't want to use that because I need to revive Tiz there. So let's go do that. And then... I guess a couple single-targeted Sidewinders should be fine. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, unfortunately, they just have too much HP there. But it's not like we were gonna fight another consecutive battle after that. Okay, so let's see. With Tiz, now we're done with learning there. So let's replace that with Barrage. And that'll help out his physical damage a bit against the White Queens there. But let's see, as far as Rockstorm goes, yeah, both White Queen and Anubis are strong against Earth Elemental damage. So, yeah, not too many enemies that would be even susceptible to it. Not to mention, the Crimson Knight just has so much HP that, yeah, Rockstorm would not really be effective against them. Okay, then, let's see, we got all that. That ought to be good. And let's continue onward. So yeah, you can see how Stardust is really useful in this dungeon. Even against the Vorpal bunnies, just the raw damage is good enough to take them out without exploiting their weakness. I'm surprised that I remember to use Phoenix Downs on Undead. Usually I forget that. But here we've got another tent event. But why don't we save that for later? Let's see. Yeah, it's not too far away from wherever else we're going. Yeah, that'll be fine. For now, let's continue onward. Oh, we got crystal switches here. See what we can do with them. But, alright, so we're at the center of the dungeon, pretty much now. Let's see, over to the left here, we've got 4 crystals there that we can't do anything with, and a locked door! One of my greatest weaknesses. So we'll have to find another way to get around here. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where I can go around here. Because if I go down, well, I don't want to go down first. I want to go up from here eventually. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we can get a treasure down below, but I think I'm just going to go up for now. If only there were an item that could help protect me against instant death. There is! The safety ring! Ever since, what, Final Fantasy VI? It protects you against instant death. So I want to give that to Magnolia, since she's my most efficient damage dealer in the party at the moment with Stardust. And then we'll give the Venture Badge over to Edea. Yeah, so I gave the Thief's Knife to Edea there because I wanted her to steal some items when Tiz was unable to do so. But she still didn't get anything out of it anyway. But yeah, that's why I've got the cross axes equipped down here. So that way I can just remove my weakest axe for the Thief's Knife there. And we've got dual wield and quad wield going for her. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, we lose the power bracers this way. But it'll make it a lot more safe to fight more consecutive battles when you don't know that an instant death ability is coming. Okay, so here we got this crystal switch. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna have 4 of these things throughout the dungeon, and we've got to find them and activate them. You know how to do that, right? Theoretically, anyway. But, okay, so let's see what we got up here. Now we're going to start running into the larger groups of enemies. Let's go up first. Whoa, 2 of these guys. Well, not 2 of them, but I'm prepared for these 2. Okay, so with these guys, normally I would have Tiz steal from the White Queen. Well, we did get a Brave Attack, so that gives me a lot more options. So, how about we do this? Let's go 1 mug on the White Queen. That would probably get me the item that I want, even with just the 1. And then, okay, so let's see. I think I'll have Magnolia kill these 2. Yeah, we'll go with that. So why don't we get BP over to her, and then we'll just have her use a couple Stardusts, while Tiz does a little stealing there. There we go. Yeah, for some reason, I get the heart rings almost every time on the first attempt, even though, theoretically, it should be the rare item to steal from them. And those things sell for a lot of money. So yeah, this is what I was talking about with the dungeon, why I'm not using Crescent Moon, because, yeah, I'd never kill the Crimson Knight. Not without using, what was it, Harpoon, or whichever one it was that ignored physical defense. It still might not be a bad idea to use Sidewinder here. Yeah, why don't we do that? But let's have him use a couple Phoenix Downs on the Crimson Knight, while Edea uses a Sidewinder on just the 2 Vorpal bunnies. That should be good enough. And maybe even have Tiz try to use the Phoenix Down there too while we're at it. Okay, so we'll get that on him. That ought to be good. Maybe I should have saved Tiz's BP for stealing from a White Queen later on. Oh well. Not a big deal. We'll be fine. Or we could have a whole bunch of these guys. Why not? And another brave attack. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to have you do some work here. So, let's see. Why don't we go with 3 Shining Spells? That might not be enough to kill the Crimson Knight, though. So, how about we have Magnolia join in with a little Stardust there, while Tiz mugs the 2 White Queens there. That ought to be good. Easy enough. Whee! Maybe I can get another BP over to Tiz. Or another Brave Attack. Why not? Good time to get that Brave Attack. That's for sure. Okay, so let's see. With you, go with a good Shining. Edea, probably a Sidewinder. Yeah, that ought to be good. Let's see, Magnolia, why don't you get a Stardust going? And let's have Tiz mug the White Queens again. We're going to get a lot of these heart rings really fast. So I might want to even sell whatever I've got, like midway through the dungeon. One time when I was doing the test run, I hit the cap on my inventory limit there. And I couldn't actually get more. Okay, enough with the brave attacks! We got enough! Okay, so here... Well, I definitely want to get a BP over to Tiz. So how about we get that over there. And then, let's see, 1 Shining Spell ought to be good. I probably need Edea to... Yeah, hit all of, or most of them. I'm thinking if maybe I could go with a Phoenix Down, maybe, on the Crimson Knight there. That might not be a bad idea. How about we... Yeah, how about we go with that? I don't know that I can guarantee killing the Vorpal Knight, though, without having someone go into negative BP. Let's see. Well, I don't want Edea to go into negative BP. So how about we do this? Let's go... Yeah, let's go with a couple Stardusts there. Yeah, I'll just go for all of them. That'll be fine. Oh, so much for that idea. Good thing I got the Stardust coming. Yeah, kind of a waste. Maybe I should have had you give another BP over to Magnolia before. Or get a Brave Attack, one or the other. Okay, so I want to save Tiz's BP as much as possible. So let's see what we can do otherwise. Okay, let's have you use the Phoenix Downs on the Knight. And then, let's see, one Sidewinder ought to be enough there. Oh, I want to give a BP over to Magnolia, of course. There we go. And then, yeah, 3 Phoenix Downs should be more than enough. Although I have seen 4 in a row miss. Albeit rarely. Yeah, your work is done, you. But now that we got the safety ring, if I've got multiple party members at -2 BP, that'll be a lot safer. I probably shouldn't have done that, though, earlier in the dungeon. But that's okay. Alright, so Magnolia. Okay, so let's go with a couple extra BP for you. And then, a couple Stardust. That should be enough to take down even the Crimson Knight, I believe. Better. Too bad In the Red doesn't work with Stardust. Oh yeah, more than enough to get the job done. Well, no more brave attacks. Come on. Okay, so with this one, let's see. I'm gonna need a lot of light elemental damage. I might need all of my hits or all of my BP to get the job done. Yeah, so why don't we go with Shining there and leave Tiz alone? That should still be good enough to kill the Vorpal bunnies too. There you go. Barely enough to take that one down. Oh yeah, now I get the brave attacks when I can't really do a whole lot with them. Okay, so I'm gonna need to kill the White Queens. So let's get a couple mugs there. And then what do we got? Half-Seas! Phoenix down on all of them. And then if we mimic that, that should be good enough. Although I probably will not kill one of those guys. Or we can do it. Alright. I'm thinking if I want to go for another battle. I think I will, since I have -1 DP. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Uh-oh. Ow! Yeah, there's that instant death. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna need to revive Tiz there. Well, I suppose I don't really need to, since we're not getting experience or JP. But I'm going to anyway. Okay, so get the Vorpal bunnies. And then hopefully this will work on the Crimson Knight. And yeah, that's all the BP I've got. Or all the actions that I could take in one round anyway. The way I'm doing things. Yeah! Got him! Woohoo! That was pretty lucky. Okay, so what do we got here? Alright, more wine there. Okay, what else do we got? How are we doing on those heart rings? I must have like 20 of them by now. Yep. But we'll keep going with this. I'm not worried about my inventory just yet, but I am worried about my HP. So how about... Oh, didn't mean to do it quite that way. Well, I suppose I could. Okay, that ought to be good enough. Maybe I should have used a White Wind or something. But yeah, so that's how you deal with the larger groups of enemies around here. Hey, a secret stash! For after we, someone tries to take power again. You gotta put it somewhere, you can't take it with you. Hey, it's Mr. Owl! Been stuck down here for a while, huh? Hey, how's it going? So, since we got the Summoner Asterisk now, we can never get Katana from this guy, but if you did, then you would get the Mutsu no Kami from him. Oh, that's another one that Mephilia was looking for. But, yeah, let's go ahead with that. How powerful could it possibly be? Man, even with precog, they still get to go first. There's nothing we can do to avoid that. What is this thing anyway? Ow! Quit it.
Splendid!
But alright, well, maybe not the ultimate summon, but one of the more powerful summons, Susanoo, Dark Elemental damage. I never use it for that purpose. I would rather use the Dark spell, because, well, let's see, you got 105 there. And what do you get here? So, yeah, you get more base power, but your damage scaling is a lot worse. So yeah, I would rather go with the Dark spell. But otherwise, yeah, oh, I forgot to remove that, didn't I? Well, good thing, I guess. I mean, I knew that. I knew it would come in handy after this. Okay, so we got the money there. So yeah, from the four-way intersection down from here, the path to the right leads to the next area. So I'm going to come back there eventually. But for now, let's collect a little more treasure. I mean, it does belong to me already, so I might as well take it. Well, we got a little treasure down here, although, yeah, there's rubble all over the place, and you just can't pass it. For some reason, a visible plot wall, as it were. Well, it doesn't block the plot, but you know what I mean. But, okay, here we got the Demon's Rod. Finally! Another upgrade for that. Let's see, I think that's even stronger than the Lilith's Rod there. Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten a stronger magical rod there. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave the Lilith's Rod alone because I want the fire rods on you there. Oh, yeah, Agnes probably has something to say about this place. But, no, I guess she doesn't have anything else to do. At least pressing the L button doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe the Kaiser's just down here to loot the place with his plans in shambles. Can we defeat him and stop his plans once and for all? Find out next time on the final battle against Kaiser Oblivion. And let's play Bravely 2nd End Lair. This is H.G. Bailey signing off. Have a good day. Okay, so these are the guys that are, I think they absorb earth elemental damage or they're immune to it. So, yeah, we'll just have Magnolia deal with them. I'll need, yeah, 2 of them in order to get the job done, but we'll just go with everything. Let's see, I could also use halfsies on them, maybe try to get a Phoenix down to work on both of them. Not a horrible idea. Oh, right. Okay, that was a horrible idea. Not that it'll really change things, but... Whoops. But at least I'm still in the positive on the BP. Okay, so with these guys, let's go halfsies with Phoenix down on the enemies, and then we'll just mimic that a few times. Yeah, that ought to be good. Come on, work, damn it! Okay, there we go. That's one of the enemies that I was looking for there. Okay, so now... Yeah, the Doom status kind of puts a damper on things. I don't want to kill both of them yet because, well, we've got a new enemy that has a new Catmancy I would like to learn. So, how about we do this? Let's go examine the White Queen. And then, what else do we got? Let's use some Phoenix Downs, but only on Anubis there. I want to keep the White Queen alive, or, well, undead, as it were. I forget if they also are strong against Earth. Okay, there's the ability. There we go! We got it! Death Spiral! So basically, it's kind of the same thing as Falcon Claw. Ow.